you guys. I want to talk about the top design and UI resources that you can use as a developer. So I feel like tools and having a good toolkit, around you, if you're a developer, is going to do you great justice in the world. Because ultimately, I wrote about this in one of our emails. Actually, we were talking about how each different artist uses different type of tools. So if you are, let's say, a painter, you use paintbrushes and paint, and if you are a construction worker, you use maybe rulers and actual just in general tools, right, that help you make that job. But us as UI UX designers and developers, we need tools that help us build the websites that we need and things of the sort. So that's why I started this list. How's everybody doing? Checking out everybody in the chat. Looks amazing. Much love from the whole CP fam. I missed you guys. Anyways, let's continue. Let's go on. So people might ask, why resources? Why resources, Frankie? It feels like most of the videos that you do, man, you're going over resources and you're teaching us a bunch of things, but do we really want to know those things? I'd say yes, you do want to know these things, just because of the fact that if you do end up picking them up, man, it's going to save you so much time. It's going to help you learn the right way, because it's not only about learning, it's about learning the right things, and you got to make this sustainable and fun, by the way. So this is why we're going to go over. In the beginning, I wanted to save you guys a little bit of time. Thank you guys for being here. The people that waited, I know it's a live event. It's the premiere. Thank you guys so much. I know it's late in a lot of parts of the world, but as DJ Khaled right now is showing you guys, we're going to talk about the best resources first. And he says, we the best, just like Kazi's ringtone, if anybody saw the vlogs that we put out. But, off the bat, I wanted to start with the best in the list because, I want to save you guys time. And also, I feel like this specific list, it's a list, it's a GitHub repo made with resources for web developers, but it was made by Traversy Media. I saw it. I'm like, man, I got to give, recognition to this company, this guy. It's amazing, guys. If you do want to check it out, I'm going to show it here. I'll try to link it. I'll try to link everything in the description, but it's dope. It's amazing. Just going over it a little bit. It has a bunch of, I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit. Let me see. Okay, I see that you guys can see a little bit better. So it has everything, right? So if you want to know a little bit more about icons and get specific maybe SVGs or, even different PNGs, here you can see. It has the description of what it is and also the website. So if you click on it, it's going to take you to the website. So this is a huge library that Traversy Media put in their GitHub repo, and it's out there for you guys. A lot of these specific things that I'm about to mention in this video do appear here, not everything. I did want to mention things that I felt were very valuable and are used by our team, by myself, people that I know, all of these things. But off the bat, I know if you guys go here, you're going to save yourself so much more time. You don't have to do all the research. People have done it for you. Now just trust the process, guys. Find the tools and learn how to use them. So that's a great resource, okay? And another big thing, as I was doing my research of, the best things that I can show you guys, where you can learn, where you can get inspiration, where you can get, all your, whether those are, Photoshop files, SVG files, PNG files, all of these things that help you design a website, or even just in general, anything design-wise. I stumbled upon designresource.es, and it's an amazing website that I actually want to dive deep into in this video. And if I click on it, it's kind of like Traversy Media's. I was actually not showing. Sorry about that, guys. But if I want to go deeper into this, it's kind of like Traversy Media's list. But in this list specifically, let's actually zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. So in this list specifically, you can see how it's actually very much alike the presentation style of Traversy, but it's a little bit prettier, right? You want to go and learn about what type of apps or tools you can use as a designer in design systems. You'll go into, here in design systems, right? If you want to go and check out mockup tools, you go into mockup tools and you'll see animal mockup, and then you click on the link. It shows you that. So people have already done all of this work for you guys. Now it's up to you to use it, and I'm leaving it here in the beginning for you guys. So Unsplash, it's a great one too. I didn't mention it, but I've used it a lot of times as well. But this is it. So this is the website. You guys can follow it. It's amazing. And we'll go deeper into that as we go. But as of now, I did want to touch on cool things that I've stumbled upon myself. And let me see who's here, man. Amazing. We got 45 likes right now. Appreciate the love, guys. I missed, being here live with you guys. I miss just talking to everybody that's out right there in the world wanting to learn about UI and design in general. So people say I'm late. What did I miss? I just missed a few resources, man. You might want to go back and pick up those things because it might save you a lot of time. Let me see who else is here. Nice. People from Turkey, Nigeria. Logan. Hey, Frankie. What's up, brother? What's up, Logan? How you doing, man? Hopefully, man, you can enjoy this. I'm going over a few fun things. So going over, specifically going into the laws of UX, I feel like this is a great little thing to have because, as you're starting a design, sometimes you kind of just project. You kind of want to project or just experiment what you want to try, depending on what you feel looks nice. And sometimes you haven't even tested, the actual practicality of your buttons. You haven't resorted to heat maps or anything like that to tell you, the history of a mapping of a user or anything like that. I think it's amazing if you can go into a website that shows you a little bit more about details of like this one specifically. It's 20 laws of UX. And this is law number 1, apparently. Aesthetic usability effect. Users often perceive aesthetically pleasing design as design that's more usable. Amazing. So it's 2 birds in 1 stone. Then you go into 2. And 2 is productivity source when a computer and its users interact at a pace less than 400 milliseconds. That ensures that neither has to wait on the other. So wow, it's giving you practical tweaks that you can use on your design to make a specific change in interactability. And if you want to go deeper, you can go into every law. I mean, I think it's great as a reminder, but I think it's also cool just to have around before you start to go into design. And here I wanted to add this little GIF because I thought it was funny, man. I love this movie, Zootopia. If anybody has seen it, drop it in the comments below. What is up, guys? How is everybody doing there? Front end is somewhat of a designer as well. Yep, I agree, man. Sound fantastic. Official just said. I agree, man. It has a lot to do with design, and ultimately design drips into every other part of development as well. So going into photography and video, which is a huge part of just any website. If you see any websites in general, you can see an image here. You can see, specifically, how the spacing looks, the hover effects, the shadows. All of these things are part of effects, part of design, and in general graphic design, and in general just art in general. If you're doing sketches, if you're doing all of these things, all these principles apply. The shadows, the hover effects, all of these things, right? This is a great resource that I myself love. We use it a lot here in the team. It's called remove.bg, and remove.bg is awesome because it saves you a lot of time. Instead of going into Photoshop, taking out a background, what you're going to do is go into remove.bg, and do I have it here? I do have it here, man. So you literally just drag, let's drag. Do I have any images here? Chilling. It's because this one doesn't have a background. Let's see. What is this? Okay, for the sake of it, or the live, I'm not gonna do it live. But I mean, you drag an image there, and it pretty much takes off the background, and that's amazing to save you time. Canva is a tool that I really, really love. I know it's been, mentioned a lot. So many people love Canva. So many people never actually, Canva is responsible for making so many people not learn Photoshop because they're like, oh man, I don't even need Photoshop. I can use Canva. But Canva has been tested throughout time, and people still use it. It's a great resource if you want to use, different. Let's go over it a little bit. If you want to go into it and use maybe, you can use it as Photoshop. You can use it as social media posts, inspiration. You can use it as having layouts and templates for social media. Maybe you want to do, inspirational posts for your channel, your Instagram, something like that. You can use it for flyers, presentations, even for Instagram stories. So Canva already saves you so much time. And I feel like right now it's such a big time for consistency. And, if you are a developer and you are a designer as well, a lot of design in general right now has to do needs a lot of consistency. And I mean consistency in the term of you need massive distribution of your work. You're always pumping out content. If you're a designer for a specific brand, you might always be pumping out, whether that's, inspirational quotes or anything of the sort. Or also, yo, Frankie is back. Good to see you, man. Hey, what's up, Arifat? Nice to see you, brother. Thank you for having me here. But yeah, what was I saying? Consistency, man. And these tools that make it easier for you to finalize work are going to make you the difference between you and the person working next to you. They're going to give you an edge. So these tools are going to keep you consistent, and that's why I like it. Pexels is really nice because a lot of times, man, I'm editing a video or I'm, whether I'm doing a landing page, anything of that sort, I always think about having a nice background. For example, here in this Pexels website, this is a screenshot of the Pexels website, and Pexels pretty much is, free stock images. So you search any image right here. Let's actually do it because I put the link here. Let's find, I like dogs, but let's look for cats. Boom. You see all the images that you can use for free of cats, different sizing, all of these things, right? So Pexels is really, really nice. You can also do the same thing with videos. So it has 162 videos, 3.23K photos, and you can use all of these videos as well. So Pexels is really nice. I don't know what users is. People, I guess, okay, users. And so that's a great resource, I feel. For example, they're using an actual image behind it. And it's very common for, website design right now to have images in the background or even videos on the background. That's also very common. You can see it on the top major websites right now, the most popular ones at least. We're at 85 likes, people. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are here right now, make sure you smash that like button because I'm giving you guys fire. If you do use this in your day-to-day life, I assure you that your skills are just going to go up and up and up because not only are we showing you guys resources, but the fun part about these resources is you can actually get inspiration. You can actually extract and absorb all of these skills to your own skill set and actually apply them, right? So that's going to improve your income, improve your skills, improve you as a person and the impact that you can do, whether that's on a company or for yourself. So moving forward, we're going to talk about ISO Republic. It's the same thing with images. I'm not going to go into it. It's pretty much the same thing as, what was this? Pexels. So, it's the same type of concept. It's another option for you guys because I do use both of them. I like both of them. I prefer Pexels in my opinion. But here's another example of it. And Cover, I really, really love because I felt like this is one of the type of products that the market just requires. Let me take a little bit of water. I see you guys here. Alexander, so what's up, man? Greetings. I love that guy. He's always, I don't know why he always, every time he sends something, he has a plus sign in front of his word. I don't know if he's doing like a Git commit or something, but that's pretty funny. Anyways, Cover, I feel like it's kind of a product that the market just required it somehow because so many websites use videos in their landing page. I think Cover has a video behind it. Yep. So it has a video behind it and it's very common nowadays. I think some Nike websites have it like that. A bunch of websites have it like that. So let's see, maybe vampires. And you can look for stock footage. There's actually no vampires. If you want to use vampire footage, probably don't use Cover, guys. But okay, so we're looking at this and you can just extract it for free and use it on your website. Cover is amazing. It really does add a lot of depth, a lot of heart to your designs if you are using a specific video on your website. It gives so much more context. Like you can't even say the same with an image. Images say a lot, but if you have a video, if an image is worth 1,000 words, how much is a video worth? I've thought about that before. It's kind of funny. Anyways, let's see what people are saying here. Best YouTube channel I like to watch in any time you guys motivated. Thank you, Dello. I really appreciate that, man. Wish I could share this with you guys, but my comments apparently are not working. Sai says Unsplash. Unsplash is amazing, man. I did want to mention it, and I did show it in the beginning when I'm going over those resources that we're going to actually go through a little bit more right now. But as of now, I just kind of want to ease you guys into it and show you guys different areas of design and where you can use them on your websites. So off the bat, if you're designing, I feel like it's going to be super important. I've actually used this in another presentation, but I feel like it's worth mentioning just because if you guys add these 3 tools right here, if you're using Mac, I'm sorry, if you are a Windows user, I actually was a Windows user my whole life till up to 2 years ago or a year ago. And I just fell in love with the Mac ecosystem. Anyways, you can use and find, the Windows version for these tools, I bet. So please, if you guys do see the Windows versions, please drop it in the comments below. Let's help out all of the Windows users. Rocket is amazing because it lets you do emojis. It lets you type in emojis. Let me see if I can show you guys here. So let's actually go here, and if I type in maybe punch. Yep, I'll do a punch. Boom. So that in itself is Rocket, guys. And that's why Rocket is so amazing. If I'm doing lists, sometimes I do, emojis of check marks, which help me make visual arrangements of my own notes. And it's amazing. 2, Alfred is amazing too. Let me see if I can show you guys. Alfred is cool because you clicked it, instead of using Spotlight on your computer, you click, Command and space, which is the hotkey that I use to open it. But you see this little thing that I just opened up that I'm typing in. It's a pretty much Spotlight, but it's a little bit smarter. And the thing about this is you can go like, find, and then you can screenshot, and you get a screenshot, So, or you get any file that you want. So you can even use it as a calculator. So 1, 2 plus 3 equals 15, right? So it's really useful, really resourceful. Yoink, I don't know if you guys can see it right now, but it's going to be, okay, it's on the side of my screen right here, and it's pretty much a clipboard where you can pretty much drag things from and off of it. You can also lock them. So if you want to lock them and maybe not erase them, that's why you use Yoink. So if you're a designer, man, you're going to be working with a lot of JPEGs, a lot of files that you're going to be moving around so many different desktops, and these 3 tools are going to make your life so much more simple. If you get these 3 tools, you're going to save yourself so much time. It's like investing a little bit of money, because this is $8. Yoink, I believe, is $8. Alfred is free, and Rocket is free. So, $8 pretty much, and then you can get the paid version if you do like them, or if not, just whatever, just go on with your life. Let's see what else is going here. Alfred is cool for Mac. Arifat says you can use Hein for Windows. Oh, nice, Hein. That's awesome. So there's a Alfred alternative called Hein for Windows. If you guys like that, click the link below. Actually, drop it in the comments below, so other people can know. So moving forward, I feel like, if you're a designer, obviously you're going to be working with people, and 114 likes, guys. Oh my God, that is amazing. Let's try to get that to 150. Thank you guys so much for being here and actually enjoying this content. I'm going to try to make it really a little bit more fast-pacey for you guys so you guys can digest it. But anyways, I am excited to share that, if you are working with a team, you really do need Droplr, because Droplr is an amazing tool that let me actually see if it's here. So it's an amazing tool that lets you share screenshots just like this. So this is a screenshot, and then you can pretty much make a little rectangle around it, an arrow, so that you can pinpoint exactly what you're trying to achieve with that screenshot. So I don't know if we can test it out here, but let me see. Okay, yep, it did work. So that's a screenshot, and now what I'm doing is boom, and I'm gonna be like, yo, this is how fast I'm doing it. Make the text bigger. So off the bat, I can point to something specific in design and just say to make it bigger. So now I save and copy URL, and if I want, I just open it on a new tab right now. So as you guys can see, that's how fast it was, and I can just pinpoint things in design that I want to change with other people. So off the bat, guys, I did want to mention that if you are working with people, you have to use things like Droplr. Cool. Fonts. There's so many things, so many websites that people mention when they're talking about fonts. Fonts are super important, guys. If you are doing design, specifically if you're doing websites, try to keep it to 2 to 3 fonts per website, please. In no design, you want to see 50 types of websites unless that's, what you intended for. But honestly, you can spend your whole life looking for different font websites, but to be honest, guys, most of your problems are going to be solved if you just use Google Fonts. It's good enough. It's amazing. Okay. So if you do, want to dive deeper into it, there's so many different font websites. The font, freaking Bfont, all of these type of websites that are really cool that I use myself too. But Google Fonts is pretty much all you need. So, off the bat, I did want to mention that, get it off the way, because it's a huge plus to know typography, to know, the science of lettering pretty much. It makes your designs pop and make you seem more knowledgeable about design, and actually makes you way more well-rounded as well. So Dribbble, I feel like it's an amazing resource that I wanted to add here, because we've actually used Dribbble before here in this, on our lists, because it's been such a great, helper for a lot of our designers, a lot of our people that follow us. Nice, 132 likes. People are actually paying attention. You guys are amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Yo, bro, I'm a developer. You are showing really great resources. Thanks for your help, man. Michael Rezen, thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. That's, what we do here in Clever Programmer, man. We try to make it simple for you guys so that you guys can, earn more money, get better skills, and be better as people. Because if we become more well-rounded, we can apply that to different parts of our lives, whether that's fitness, relationships, people in general, or just, mastery of self, pretty much, guys. Dribbble, we're going to go into it right here. It's one of the top websites right now, guys. Everybody's recommending Dribbble because it's so good. Excuse me. So, oh man, I got a little bit carried away there. But it's so amazing because everybody's actually, look, Hotjar. Everybody's actually using Dribbble to get inspiration, to get UI kits, now I'm seeing people are using it as a way to advertise themselves. So different companies are using Dribbble. They're making content on Dribbble so that you can actually see their companies. Wow. So Dribbble, you can get animations, you can get branding ideas, UI kits, illustrations, files, all of these things, and everything is top notch. Look at this. Oh, it's amazing artwork. It's curated very, very well. Now I get a feeling like it's kind of turning into Pinterest, and I did want to add Pinterest to this list because I personally use it a lot. I decided not to use it on this list specifically, but Pinterest is, if I do want to get design for whatever it is, whether it's a thumbnail or whether it's a video, whether it's just in general, Pinterest is an amazing, amazing tool. But, that was Dribbble. Everybody loves it. That's why I wanted to share with you guys. Don't sleep on it. Lapa is amazing. I actually learned about this specific tool from Nas. And if anybody knows Nas, everybody knows Nas. What's up, Nas? This guy's probably dancing upstairs, but this is a great tool because Lapa actually shows the best landing pages, and literally the best landing pages in the world as inspiration. Sorry about that, guys. I feel like my throat is a little bit sore, so give me 1 second. I love those seconds of silence because I feel like we're just breathing together a little bit. But, going back to Lapa is amazing because they're top design pages and you get to get inspirations from them. Whether it's files, just in general, the sizing of it, in general, layouts or the colors, the palettes, all of these things. It just shows you, how other companies are doing it. And that's, in my opinion, one of the best ways for you to learn things is learning from the best. If you can learn a style from a very successful person, whether that's a style in design, whether that's a style in maybe playing soccer, anything in general, you're just going to up your skills way more because they did a lot of research. So they're saving you so much more time just by copying them. Okay. So that's something that I'd say. Lapa is great for that. Behance is really, really cool, man. I love it. It's one of those, websites. Sorry. 140 likes, man. Oh, man, you guys are making me cough. That's amazing. Holy cow. Thank you guys so much. Let's get it to 150, guys. Let's drop some love. Let's drop some likes and some comments. We're all here to learn. Behance is really cool because it's one of the pioneer websites that actually made a type of community where, whether you're a developer or just graphic designer in general or just architectural, designer, whatever in general, It's a great way to have a community to get inspiration for whether that's Photoshop, Lightroom, presets, whether that's illustrations and maybe files for Adobe XD and just in general, how to, wireframe ideas for After Effects, anything of that sort is going to be part of Behance. Behance, oh, apparently it's part of Adobe. I didn't know that. I don't know if they bought it. Apparently they bought it very recently. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I don't think it's always been Adobe's actual company. That's amazing, man. But it reminds me a little bit of Envato. Behance is one of those that are one of the pioneers back in the day. And I did want to give a mention to different mobile development type of resources, because mobile development, although it's not as much used as it used to be a little bit before, people are not downloading as many apps as they used to. Now we're using a lot of more web applications. 145 likes. Hey, let's get it, guys. Thank you guys so much. We're about to go to 150 likes. Thanks so much. Gonna go into mobile development right now. One of the cool things that I saw was actually patterns. Patterns is amazing because it shows you different ways and inspiration for how to actually design in mobile development, right? Sometimes you're there's so many ideas that you want to do and hit on, and it's like, okay, I want to make my design like this or like that. Here, you can actually see what other companies are doing as well. So, 1 second. Okay, cool. So, different colors, different devices. Here you can see the iPad or the iPhone, and these are going to be different for, those specific things, whether that's dark mode, whether you want to look at how people are designing shopping cards, whether they're, designing sign-up cards, comment, different, what is it called? Comment forms or sections. If you are designing a book in mobile, if you are doing drawings, all of these things, man, this is amazing. Like, this makes me want to make apps. That's pretty freaking cool. Okay, so even the search, right? Shows you different, the coloring of the search, the smart searches, things of the sort. Popovers, amazing. So patterns is really cool because it gives you a really, really, really good idea. 153 likes, guys. Woo! We got there. Thank you guys so much. That's amazing. And yep, patterns is going to be good if you're going to be using anything related to mobile. So I feel like one of the biggest steps for you to start designing is the actual inspiration. And if you're not inspired, you're not going to do anything great, okay? You're kind of going to do the minimum work. You're not going to be as creative as you should be. You are not going to demand the thing that requires of you to either do a specific great job or a masterpiece, man, artwork. You want something that withstands the test of time by having a lot of passion for it. So that's how you get inspiration from mobile. Patterns is a great tool. Figma, Figma, we've mentioned it so much. Figma is amazing, guys. Thank you so much for, actually using it. I've heard a lot of people have a lot of great results from it just because Figma does give you the option for you to, drag and drop certain objects, and from there you drag and drop them and then you do whatever you want, to them. What's cool about it is that you can get the CSS code and the HTML code and a little bit of the JavaScript code as well, and you can put it on your website. So you don't have to, code it from scratch. You can actually do it with this specific tool. And Figma is amazing, man. There's so many different tutorials out there that I wish that I could just, mention here specifically, but I cannot. So what's going to be cool is check out those tutorials of Figma. I think it's going to be worth it if you guys are doing wireframing, if you guys are doing, design for different, whether that's flows of websites or mobile apps and things of the sort. Figma is going to be amazing. Plus, there's so much more now. It's such a big company. It went into, even using SVGs and different, files that you can use for your design, even icons, things of the sort. Figma is that for you. InVision is going to be amazing if you're doing wireframing and you're doing a little bit more design or mock-ups for apps and things of the sort. I believe InVision is Adobe InVision, and it's great out there. A lot of design school use it, and it's people I've seen use it a lot for websites as well, whether they use interactive websites and have a lot of animations. I've seen them use with InVision, and it's a really cool thing. MaterialUI.com is actually, or .co, I'm sorry, is amazing. I really, really do like it, just because I feel like you have to have certain resources for color. Color is so important if you're doing design, guys, especially if you're doing JavaScript, if you're doing web development. Why? First of all, CSS is now so complex. It started being a little bit more, it was very basic. It's like, oh, you don't know CSS, man? Like what? Like, you don't know HTML5 and CSS? That's super easy. That's not even programming. It's a markup language or whatever you want to do, or maybe that's HTML. I'm getting confused. Anyways, going into CSS, there's specific tools that you're gonna need for color. CSS is color on websites most of the time, and now, like I said, it's more complex than that. So it's a great tool that you can do or use, because one, it tells you a little bit of so sometimes it actually tells you news about what's going on with Material UI and the team. The development team, all of these things. But the actual cool thing about this is going to be the colors. So it gives you the color and the hex code, and it's already copied. Once you see it, once you touch it, you're going to get it copied to your clipboard, and now you can use it to design. So all of these are palettes that go together, and already it saves you so much time. Okay, so for development, that's going to be dope. And that's going to be just, that was flat UI colors. You can use Metro colors, all of these different types of colors. And here is the blog that I was talking about. I had actually seen it tell you a little bit more of news that have to do with the industry, but I thought it was pretty cool. Here are different ways to use HTML colors, and we can even see some Unicode characters as well that you can use. So all of these things are going to be very useful for you if you're doing any type of CSS, and it's great that you know a tool like that. That's why I wanted to add it for you guys. Thank you guys a lot for being here. Somebody said, Mohammed said, this is really helpful. Thanks a lot. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate you. Figma is the best, just like CP. Thank you guys so much, man. So far, which monitor are you using currently? It's actually a TV. It's a huge TV, man. It's like a 60-inch TV, I believe. It's a little bit too much, to be honest, but we're getting used to it. it's cannot complain. Definitely cannot complain, but it's amazing. And here is, speaking about CSS things that I can share with you guys, since it's so popular, I did want to share you guys do not have to start coding everything from scratch. Okay. That's something that you're going to have to realize. You're not going to have to code everything from scratch. And what you're going to have to do is get the resources and get lists of things that you can reuse on your future designs. So one, you're going to develop more style. One, if you reuse specific things, you're going to develop a style of design. And I'm not saying limit yourself, but maybe do limit what type of design or style you want to use for your designs, so that you can have something that's kind of like concurrent throughout your designs, so that it doesn't look like this is a complete different person in a different design. It's okay if it does. All I'm saying is, like, if you kill it in design and then you make it so that it seems like the same person designed it, it's just worth so much more, in my opinion. So, going into CSS effects, I think it's a great website because it gives you a little bit of, you can copy different type of hover effects and effects like loading effects for CSS. So click on the animation to copy the CSS. So you click it and it's already copied to your clipboard. It tells you right here on the bottom. So all of these are different things that you can just literally copy and add it on your design. And if you just have these tools, guys, if you have all of these tools that I'm showing you guys on your bookmark, if you have it on your bookmark, it's going to facilitate so much of your workflow, and it's going to help you become so much more dangerous, in design. So, I really want you guys to take it into heart and do start applying these things right now. So this is a great, great thing. I was actually not showing. Oh man, I was not showing that. What's this link for? Nice. Thank you for sharing. Somebody says you guys are welcome. I'm going to go over it really quick. So CSS design is really cool because you can go into the website and just hover over and literally click it, and it's going to copy it to your clipboard. It's going to copy the CSS code. So whether you're doing a button that's pulsating, whether that's, an animation for loading or an animation for downloading, anything of the sort, if you have this link right here on your bookmarks, it's going to save you so much more time. You can just go there and copy the CSS and not have to code it from scratch. And if you ask me, that's going to be amazing, guys. It's going to help you and serve you so much. So, you always want to have different resources like that. That's going to save you time. I wanted to add CSS. And here we're going to add a little bit more of Chrome extensions, okay? So Chrome extensions are going to be really, really useful because thank you so much. Nacho says, wow, this is really great. I'll make my design much more consistent. Yeah, man, definitely. It's really a thing. That's why Jackson Pollock has one of the most expensive paintings in the world, or Picasso or Da Vinci, everybody, if you're talking about paintings and artists in general, David Cho, all of these guys, even though they do change styles, you can always see a consistency in their styles in a way. It's the same person. It makes you so much more better to have a type of style or design style for yourself. Anyways, Chrome extensions are amazing because they make the workflows so much better. And here in Clever Programmer, we are just addicted to making ourselves way more efficient. And if you are not using Fonts Ninja and you are a designer, man, you are missing out on so much. I remember we were at an event. It was Kazi and Aaron and I believe, yeah. It was just us at an event this year in January in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. It was the Funnel Hacking Live event. That's actually where we met Daniel, the one of our developers that used to work with Rocket Chips. Anyways, we were there and we were having a presentation where one of the lead design, what was it called? Web design hackers. It was web design hackers, right? I believe she called herself a design hacker. And this lady was an expert copying other people's websites styles. So they wanted to see websites that actually converted, that actually sold, that could get people to opt in their email and things of the sort and have good conversion rates. This lady actually would dissect websites and even measure the actual margins and measure the colors, measure, the font size that they used so that they can make those websites actually convert better. I didn't know about that, but I learned this specific Chrome extension from her. So she uses Fonts Ninja. I use Fonts Ninja really to check out fonts that I like on different websites. And you literally go to the Chrome store and Chrome extension store and download Fonts Ninja and you can use it. And it's going to be really cool because you're going to get to know what everybody's using. If you want to go into maybe Ty Lopez's website and see what fonts he's using, you can do that. If you want to do that for Nike and see what type of fonts they're using, I bet you they're using some form of Helvetica. I bet you. Anyways, it's most fonts are inspired by Helvetica, so it doesn't even make that much sense. Anyways, Fonts Ninja is amazing, guys. Do use it. Momentum is going to be amazing because let me see if I have it here in this computer. Yep. So this is Momentum. If Momentum is amazing because, guys, we are all humans after all. Like that Daft Punk song says, we are humans after all. And if you are designing, if you're doing something creative, you want to have an expansive type of mind. You want to be in a room where you can actually think, where you can feel good about yourself, about, coming up with ideas and be like, okay, yes, this works. This can be practical. I can use this. I can actually create stuff right now. If you don't want to feel like you're just in a room locked up on your screen and just like looking at some code and things of the sort, make it beautiful for you guys. Every time that you open up a tab on your Chrome, Momentum is going to give you, first of all, the time, second of all, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful background image that just brings you inspiration, man. Just having this, in my opinion, gives you so much mental health that it's already a huge, huge way to start your day and just opening up, different tabs. I see here, Huyafa Ben Khilil says, thank you so much for your effort. You're making this seem easy and inspiring. Thank you so much, man. I really, really do appreciate that. Love you guys so much. It's crazy to think that you guys are all over the world and, just whether that's night for you or day. Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. Guys, do take it into consideration. Do take it into practice, Use these things that I'm showing you because they are going to make your life a little bit better. I wouldn't put them in this list if it wasn't true. And if I wouldn't have a little bit of experience with them or at least have had research on them enough to show it to you guys. Eye color picker is amazing. It's the same thing as Fonts Ninja pretty much, but with colors. So sometimes you're on a website and you want to see the color of that website. If you get eye color picker on the Chrome extension store, you're going to be able to get the colors that you want, okay? The hex code for it, so you can use it on your code and you can use it on Photoshop or whatever, wherever. So Wapalizer, is really, really cool. I really wanted to add it here because I actually learned this from Nas as well. Wapalizer is dope because I used to use a website called Built With. I think it's called Built With. And it tells you, you put in a username, sorry, a URL, and you type in the URL, and then it tells you all of the tech stack that company uses. And, literally everything, whether it's made with WordPress or it's made with Wix, it's going to tell you exactly what it is made with. Wapalizer is cool because it's actually that same thing, but on a Chrome extension. And it's going to tell you the whole tech stack of a company. And it's going to give you a really good way to know what they built it with if you want to copy or clone their website, which I think it's amazing. It's an amazing tool. Like I said, you have to learn from the best for you to get way, way better. And it's an amazing way. Momentum has a weird bug which logs you out every now and then. Nacho Lorenzo says, man, I haven't really experienced that myself. I've never had problems with that. Salute you, bro, for such a great information. Thank you so much, Boom Boom Games. I appreciate it, man. I searched but can't figure out which website. There were no websites. These are just Chrome extensions, man. So look for those. Colorzilla is cool for picking colors too. Yep, I've seen Colorzilla as well. So those are going to be amazing ones, and it's going to make it easier for you to just get the design ready, man. And off the bat, guys, like I said, I could go hours and hours and hours just going over resources that you can use that I think you guys can actually get a lot of value from. And 188 likes. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here. I feel really, really honored. And I hope we can reach 200 likes. If you guys are enjoying this, please drop a comment below and also hit that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well because we're going crazy with live streams all of this month and all of next month as well in November. We're going to be dropping really, really big videos. Kazi just got back from a road trip, and Aaron, Sunny, we're all getting very close right now to each other, and we're actually creating something very amazing, and we want you guys to be part of. So, I could go into a list of more resources for you guys, but what I want to do is we gotta give recognition to people where they deserve. Designresource.es is an amazing resource that I want you guys to use. Bookmark it right now. Go and bookmark it, because if you design, whether that's mobile development, if that's Photoshop, whether that's anything, man, now you're a social media manager, use designresource.es. This about PWJ, the admission wasn't closed till now. Nikhil. So, guys, the admission for PWJ, I don't know if it's open, but you can go and try it out. If it is, you guys might be able to acquire it for a specific price. If it's not, guys, put yourselves on the waiting list. I find that it's very, very important for you to go into web development, learn from the best people, learn ways that you can actually be practical and build an actual portfolio so that your career can get rocket shipped to the moon and actually, get somewhere. You want to not only create a portfolio, but you want to also, develop the skill set so that you can get a job. And that is another skill set required as well that you have to use in conjunction. So guys, if you do want to learn how to make money as a JavaScript developer, go into the link below and register for our training on how to build a Netflix clone. And if you add that project onto your portfolio, you're going to see so much more results from the people or the companies that you apply with. We've seen so many people get a lot of results, a lot of different, whether that's good feedback, whether that's jobs, whether that's just contracts in general, for having these type of projects in their portfolios. So go now into the YouTube description below and check out the Netflix clone training. And with that, you're going to learn so much. And you can actually use these design resources that I'm showing to you in that training. All right, guys, designresources.es. We're going to go into it right now. I'm going to show you guys how to move around it because it's so amazing. Off the bat, you go into it, you can see Dribble. Like I said, guys, Dribble is amazing. Everybody loves it. I don't think anybody can beat it right now. Figma is an amazing tool as well. I guess these are the most popular. Musli, I haven't really even heard about it, but we go into it. What is this? Musli, the best design inspiration expertly curated for you. Musli is a new tab browser plugin that instantly delivers relevant design stories and inspiration. How does that work? I don't understand how that works. So, let me see. Let's just see really quick because it sounds so weird. I don't know how that might work. Okay, Giphy. Uh-huh. I think it just shows you. I think it just shows you like inspiration. Okay, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Anyways, let's go back to the design resources. So Icon Finder is really dope, man. If you know about, finding icons, it's such a pain because sometimes, you cannot, for the love of God, find the icon that you want. Just like you want it not to have a background, but it's impossible for you to find it without a background. If you do find it without a background, it's like super low quality. And Icon Finder is a great way for you to find like maybe computer, and they have, whether you want to pay for the monthly plan or you want to pay for specific icon packages, you can do that. Icons 8 is a really cool one too that we use here in the company. It's actually, man, it's like you invest a little bit, okay? You have to invest a little bit because these things just save you so much time. Like, I don't know how much time I've spent just looking for Facebook logos, Google logos, all of these things. And Icons 8 is such a great way, and you can even do it for free. You just have to register with them, I believe. But, we do pay for the monthly one with Icons 8. That's the one that we use for the company for whether that's, a thumbnail, whether that's a video, we get it from Icons 8. It's a really, really great one. And you can see all of these resources here in designresource.es. It's amazing. Unsplash is cool. That's what people in the comments were mentioning. It's one of those websites that lets you see photographs. And, it's cool because all of these are going to be the popular ones, okay? They're rated apparently by hearts, right? So 393, Figma is winning, is the favorite, and this is another favorite. So 208, Dribble is the favorite, okay? So what's cool about it is that you can actually see it in categories. So why is it cool to see it in categories? It's cool because it can actually break down your design in different, whether that's a pattern of design or whether that's just the order of your development, right? So you're thinking about icons that you're going to use. It's like, okay, I'm going to use this tool and get all of these icons for my app or my web my web application. Or I'm going to go into all of these so that I can see, inspiration for the design that I want to do right now. And all of these are going to be amazing. Okay. And you want to go into jobs. What is jobs actually? Actually looking for jobs as designers. This is super cool. So this website not only shows you how to, have so many resources at your disposal, but actually also lets you find jobs related to designing. So that's amazing, guys. You guys can go into here and find jobs with designing. And if you guys do find a job, let me know in the comments below. Let us know if this actually works. Dribble jobs. That's amazing, guys. So going back into this learn design, I bet. So this is pretty much learning how to design. So it actually gives you resources of how to learn as well. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, it's not only about learning, it's also about learning how to learn. Because I've mentioned this before, not everybody learns the same way, and people are different types of learners. There's visual learners, there's audio learners, there are, people that learn by hearing, there are people that learn by touching, things of the sort. So, it's great to see everything put together in one place. If you do want to go into, right now, I guess this is designing a podcast, whether that's, the tools for it, as in the thumbnails, or maybe even the actual layouts for the videos, for, social media, all of these things, prototyping tools, InVision, like we were mentioning, Framer is another one, Protopie is another one, Face, all of these are going to be part of prototyping if you're doing, the mock-up or just the beginning design of your app. If you want to see the flow of it, all of these things, they're great tools for prototyping. Let's see what's going on here. Icons 8 is ridiculously good. Yeah, man. Nacho Lorenzo, I agree with that. Nacho. Icons 8 really changed the whole game for us. Hey, thanks, Frankie. Oh, I found the things which I'm looking for. Sandra, hey, man, no worries. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm a designer and a front-end developer. No, Lorenzo. Nice. That's amazing, man. So this is cool, guys. I would suggest going to this specific website that I'm showing you guys here, design.resource.es, and start playing with it. Use it for yourself. Look, almost everything that I mentioned is here, and I got it from other lists and just my research and my experience in general. But, I cannot beat this website. It's such a good website. So many people, I've seen so many videos of these resources, specifically, look, loss of UX. This is amazing, man. Everything is here. Open Peeps is cool because it's illustrations. I saw it in so many different lists. So if you want to get illustrations for people or just use, avatars and things like that, you're going to use Open Peeps. Sidebar, the 5 best design links every day. What is this? So I don't understand what this is. Okay, so it's like a sidebar newsletter type of design. Okay, cool. And nicely done. All of these things, man. Adobe XS. Blush is another very, very popular one that everybody's right now recommending. So illustration right now is a big trend in web development. And, most of the SaaS companies that you see out there use illustrations. It's crazy. If you have a complex type of product, you might want to use design that makes it very simple for people to want to use it. And illustrations is a great way to do that. And that's why you're going to want to get resources that have to do with illustration. Okay. So it's not just like, oh, wow, yeah, illustration resources. No, man. Think about why you're using these things, okay? So that's the way that you use the things is what makes the tools special. Humans is another one for specific illustrations. Design calendar, nice. So you can design events, things of the sort. Just click here. Amazing. The best online design events. So what is this? Okay, you can pretty much do things like this or what? I don't know if it's a tool. That's one thing about some websites, man. They're not specific enough into telling you what they do, so they make me click away. Okay, so let's look at that one. UX Collective. So these are a collective of blog posts to get for inspiration. But anyways, guys, use this design resource that I'm showing you. Do use these tools. Do use something consistent on your arsenal so that you can start using it on every project that you have. Share it with other people. Actually be part of these communities, because these type of things, guys, is what's going to differentiate you from the other people that are working with you, okay? If you do have the resources and the tools, not only can you use them, but you can show other people how to use them, okay? And the thing about tools is that tools are such an important thing for your growth, because tools is what puts us on top of the food chain, pretty much. We're not the strongest animal. I think we are the smartest one, but we're not the strongest animal, okay? And the only thing that differentiates us from being eaten from maybe a lion is the fact that we can create houses and we can create tools that can actually battle a lion, okay? So tools is what's going to make you a great designer. You cannot just stay to the staple tools of Photoshop and building everything from scratch, coding everything from scratch, and designing everything from scratch. That's incorrect now, guys. There's so many resources out there. Like I showed you guys, this one is one of the best ones. Like I showed you, so many resources out there that you can use today so that you can make your design better. And the better that your design is, the more money that you're going to make, the more experience that you're going to have, the more better impact you're going to have in the world and for yourself. Because everybody knows that when somebody does, or you do a great job in your design, you just feel like $100, okay? And how about just investing a little bit of time into researching what are the tools that are going to get me to be that specific designer, to get that specific job, to finish the job, to get the project, to get the people together so that we can finish this project, okay? I need vision, I need tools, I need a direction, and I need all of these things. And what I will do is get them from this video, get them from designresources.es. All these things are going to make you great. Okay, guys? So anyways, guys, if you guys are enjoying it, let me see what's going on here in the chat. Awesome, man. So many beautiful faces here. I love you guys so much. 210 likes. It is an honor. Thank you guys so much for being here and staying for such long time. And I hope you guys enjoy these specific resources that I decided to teach you today. Do take them into practice, guys. Don't just leave me hanging there. Make me proud. Leave them in the comments if you are using them now. If you have other tools that you might like, that you want to know, that you want other people to know, drop it in the comments too. Share this with your friends. And if you do want to make money becoming a JavaScript developer and also a web developer, and just expanding your skills and knowledge and have practical ways to put your skill set out there in the world, make sure to drop and go into the description below and check out the link that we have up there. And it's going to be a Netflix training. And in that training, Sunny and Kazi have a lot of fun teaching you guys how to build Netflix from scratch. And it's an amazing project for you to have on your portfolio. And if you do end up having it on your portfolio, I bet you that if you use it for specific, you're applying for a job or anything like that, you're going to mesmerize the people that are there. And the fact of the matter is that, by building something as complex as Netflix, you're going to get a lot of eyes, to your direction. You're going to know how much knowledge you have for design, for development, for just creating web applications in general. So if you are interested in making money as a JavaScript developer, maybe getting into 6 figures mark, or just increasing your skill set as a JavaScript developer in general, go to the link below, register for the training, and we'll see you inside. As of that, with that said, guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you guys learned a lot and actually had a lot of fun with these resources. Remember designresource.es. It's an amazing tool. Thank you guys so much. Let's actually end it with that. We got the mic drop here from Russell Brunson, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Frankie here. We're out. Peace. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Much love, guys.